I am so glad I got to go after summer. So my name's Jordan, by the way, if you haven't met me already, and I've come all the way from Palmerston North to give my presentation about Palmerston North. And it really is not that boring, okay? In 2023, we had the FIFA Women's World Cup, and the Spanish team were assigned to Palmerston North. But they left early. They left for Wellington because their review of Palmy was that there's little to do, especially in the evenings. The lack of things to do has taken its toll. Well, I'm here to say that that is not fair at all. They have not given Palmerston North a fair chance, and I'm here to put it right by saying that it is not boring. But I need to convince you of this. But firstly, because yes, most of you are from Auckland, so you might be asking that obvious question, where is Palmerston? Well, here it is. This is Palmerston. I promise. In the South Island. And I'm okay, yes. And I must always point out the obvious because I did get it. I did get asked as well.
It's not going to work on the TV.
We're not New Plymouth either, okay? So, where is Palmerston North then? Right here. This is where I'm from. It's my hometown. So let's take a look. This is what we affectionately call Palmy Dice. Just see yourself in Palmy Dice. And there are three reasons why Palmerston North is not that boring. And the first reason is because it's just like Auckland.
No way.
Now, okay, we've got not even 100,000 population. Why is it like Auckland? Well, I'm so happy to tell you that it's got all the things you know and love. It's got the weather, it's got the wind and rain, except it's about 5 degrees colder this time. It's got your favourite bumper-to-bumper traffic with those roadworks that make no sense. And even better, it's got your upper and lower class suburbs. Tell me, Aucklanders, I need you. What is that one suburb where all the trouble happens?
Otara.
Otara. I heard Otara.
Yeah, we're close by.
I present to you the Otara of Palmerston North. This is Highbury, and it's famous, absolutely famous for having the most police call-outs than any other region in Palmerston North. They were not. Compare that to an upper market suburb. This is Hokowhitu on the other side of town, far away from Highbury. It's flash. If you find yourself here, you've made it. Okay. It's got beautiful lagoons and walks. It's got boutique, bougie cafes. It's got farmers markets with beautiful. It's like Remuera and Matakana having a baby, okay? It really is like that.
Oh my days.
It's got 2 golf courses in the one suburb even. Yeah.
Wow. Do you know that guy?
Not personally, but I could have seen him before. Except there's one thing not quite right about this. I present to you the worst street in town, which is Crew Crescent. Yes, it's right. We're back to.
Yeah, it looks like what's
We're back. It looks like you're back to Highbury. It's got your police cordons and meth houses, except it's smack bang in the middle of Hokowhitu, the upmarket.
That's true.
The upmarket suburb, which is crazy, and that leads me to the second reason why Palmy is not boring. Because it's absolutely unhinged, alright? Take, for example, the most iconic thing about Palmerston North. You know this. The one thing it's known for is the square. Now, I say the square in the loosest of terms because when you look at the square, you'll find it's actually a rectangle. So they can't get their most iconic thing right. And in the middle of that square rectangle is the cherry on top, the most iconic thing, the clock tower. It's 5 minutes late. It's one job. It's one job, and it can't do it right. It's completely unhinged, all right? And you must be thinking, okay, what is going on here, all right? Well, it's got to do with what's in the background of this image. This is the city council building. No, that's not Soviet Russia. This is the actual city council building. Now, okay, no, that is a dated image, I must admit. And since then, they've had a bit of a facelift, a repaint, even a bit of a cheeky rebrand. But now that I've shown you the previous image, there's no denying the evil underneath, okay? And it explains why things are so unhinged in Palmerston North. Look at this. This is Featherston Street, one of the busiest streets in town, and it just
we stayed with Stewart's. Yeah,
yep,
I saw that. Yep.
You know it.
And the
you know
bus
it.
stop, yeah.
It just underwent a safety upgrade, well over $100,000. They poured money into this. It's a busy road. It's got McDonald's, so that explains it enough. But there's also supermarkets, 3 schools in its vicinity, a major highway runs through, a shopping centre. So it's packed busy at the best of times. And the council thought it would be a great idea to put let's do 4 bus stops in the middle of the traffic lanes to hold people up. So imagine you're in an ambulance needing to go to hospital. You're going to have to wait behind 2 buses to let people on and off to actually get around that. It's crazy. All for the benefit of those very important cyclists. But the thing that's most baffling about this design is that you'll notice along Featherston Street, there's this entire green space that's completely unused and would be perfect for bus stops, but no, let's just hold the traffic up instead. Another interesting design for their streets are planter boxes, because they think they're so cool with their planter boxes. It's going to separate the cyclists from the traffic on those major roads. They keep them safe. Are they safe? Not really.
Summer, that's why you came.
Hey!
Not at all, because not only are cars crashing into these plants, which by the way, none of them ever had a plant in them, but the cyclists themselves are crashing into them and getting hurt, so it's actually doing more harm than good. This is a very artistic part of our someone's cracking up. She knows it.
I know.
These installations along Cuba Street. It's a very artsy street, and this is what the city council put in. It's called the Giants Among Us. It's meant to resemble trees, which is a very convoluted way of describing a bunch of red sticks shoved into the ground. And what's worse about this unhinged look about them is that because they're made of fiberglass and because we're a very windy city, these things are splintery and they're so actually dangerous to be around. You don't want to be near these things at all. So it's very unhinged. But what do you actually do when you come to Palmerston North? That's the big question. Well, I present the third thing about the last reason why Palmy's not that boring is because it rocks. No, I'm not talking about heavy metal rock. I'm talking actual rocks. And getting a paintbrush and painting pictures all over them, patterns, designs, and painting lots of rocks. And what do you do with such rocks? Well, you don't just hide them in one part of town, you hide them everywhere. There's a whole Facebook page, nearly 10,000 members on this, with a vested interest in Palmy rocks. It's Palmy's Pokemon Go, okay? It's geocaching Palmy rocks. And do you know 10,000 is 1 in 9 in Palmy? So that's not just for kids, alright? Like, nearly everyone's doing if it's a vested interest in them. And as I said, that hiding them everywhere in town. They're hiding them in the Esplanade, our city gardens. They're hiding them in the square that's really a rectangle. They're hiding them in the planter boxes. And they're hiding them along the Manawatu River, where there are a lot of rocks.
Those are just the seconds.
Now, Summer said that we don't have any swim areas, and she's completely right, because you do not want to be putting your body in that body of water. It's not only has it got a super strong current, and that could wash you away, and people have actually drowned in there, but because it runs through various farmlands to get to Palmerston North, it's not uncommon that you might see the occasional dead cow drift by. So you don't want to be in this river at all. Which leads us to the last stop of our virtual tour of Palmerston. This is Mount Cleese. Mount Cleese, and yes, Palmy Rocks are hidden there too. This is Mount Cleese. It's a rubbish dump, and it's named after the one and only John Cleese of Monty Python, because he came to Palmerston North, and do you know what his review of Palmerston North was? He said this, and I quote, "I had a thoroughly bloody miserable time. If you wish to kill yourself but lack the courage to, I think a visit to Palmerston North will do the trick." We don't know why he said this. Why did he say this? Maybe he stayed in the worst street in town expecting upmarket value. Maybe he got caught behind that bus on Featherston Street. Maybe he was looking so hard for those damn Palmy Rocks in the square, that's a rectangle, and he looked at the clock and of course got the time wrong, so he ended up in the middle of the night and got mugged. We don't know why he said that, but what we do know is that even the cows are taking his advice. So, to wrap up, Palmerston North, it's just like Auckland, it's completely unhinged, and it rocks. But you can definitely not say it's not boring.